Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with what I imagine to be a very pleased and happy Sam Jones heading towards the 27th of April. We have the rematch coming very soon. Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor, whichever way you want to spin it. Sam, like I said, you must be very, very happy.
Relieved, mate. Not even happy, just relieved. It's been torturous, if I'm honest with you, the last 4 months trying to get this fight on. But we're here now, and we look forward to a great night on the 27th of April in Leeds.
Getting into it, why Leeds specifically?
It's very simple. Jack said he will fight Josh anywhere other than Glasgow, right? Scotland. So Jack said, you pick the arena, no problem. So Josh didn't want to fight in Manchester. Josh didn't want to fight in London. So we're very few and far. There's only so many venues we can really pick from. So Leeds was available. It's a great fight city. We've seen some great nights there with Josh Warrington over the years, and I think it will sell very well. The demand for tickets already has been ridiculous. I've never had anything like it. People asking me for tickets already. Like it's really it's going to be great.
Not sure if I missed it, but what weight is the contest at?
140.
140. Okay. And do you feel there's any... It's 2 years since the date for the first one. I remember being ringside for it. Do you feel there's any loss in momentum from that first fight because it's taken so long?
You could say that, but when they see each other on Monday in Edinburgh, I'm sure people will be tuned straight back into that. Because listen, some rivalries in boxing, they're fake. Like you saw, listen, Garcia and Haney with that staged. There's none of that with Jack and Josh. There'll be none of, can you two push each other? Like, these two hate each other. This is genuine. So this is real hatred between the two of them with a real score to settle that's personal. So it's a fight that British boxing needs, in my opinion. These type of fights do need to happen. Not saying with the hate, but domestic fights are what sells the best, and it's what we all love. Me as a fight fan, that's what I love the most, domestic fights.
From a Catterall perspective, is there any worry about the judging considering how the first fight went?
No, zero. Zero, because the whole world's going to be watching this. The whole world's going to be like focused on the ref, the judges. But I don't think the judges are going to be needed this time. I think this time the fight ends inside the distance.
Would the team entertain a third fight, do you feel? Should it go the way of Catterall this time around?
No, because it'll be 2-0. We'll see. Listen, you can never say never. You can never say no. Genuinely, when I say this, I'm in boxing, right? What I enjoy the most about me boxing is I'm a fan, right? Genuinely, I'm a fan of boxing. So if I feel like, do you know what, that fight warrants another fight, like I will know because I've got a good opinion because I'm a fan. Genuinely, I'm trying to look at it through the beer goggles of a fan. I'd be like, let's do it again. So if there's a hunger for a third fight, we'll see. But I think it's going to be like the first one, conclusive. Only this time, there's not going to be a red stain on the box rec. It's going to be a big green blob.
What of the career of Taylor since the fight? I know he's just had the one against Teofimo Lopez. Great fight Teofimo Lopez is, but wasn't the performance we maybe were expecting from Josh as he went in the head favourite for many.
Jack already did that to Josh. Jack already did that to Josh. And look, and just so everyone understands, Jack, we're the B-side in this fight, right? There's a few things we've got our way on, but there's the rest, it's down to Josh, right? Venues and whatever. But Josh requested this fight is at 140. He didn't want to catch weight. He didn't want it at 47. Josh Taylor picked the weight for this fight. We were going to fight him at any weight. We didn't care. So Josh Taylor is the person that determined the weight of this fight, which is 140-pound championship weight.
Why do you feel, look, Josh Taylor obviously gets into a mode, we know it as Hank mode, and he riles himself up for the fight. But why do you feel Catterall is able also to kind of get under the skin of Taylor so well too?
He's not a fan of me either. He's not a fan of me. But listen, Josh will tell you, if he's truthful, I've got him more money for this fight. Me, personally. So Josh has got a lot. I know Josh said he's going to kick me in the dick when he sees me, but really, I should be sending an invoice to him after this fight.
What of as you feel is going to happen? Catterall will get the 2-0, as you say. What of Taylor's career from that point?
You can't take much from it. Josh Taylor is a great fighter. He's a great fighter. He's lost once on paper. He's lost twice, really, but he's had a great. He's a great fighter. He's only 33 years old. They're both really in their primes. So the fight should have happened 2 years ago, but we are where we are. People should just be happy we've got the fight on, because it's the most difficult negotiation I've ever been a part of in the time I've been in boxing. So it's a big relief, and I'm happy I can deliver that fight. Nothing will ever bring back the undisputed win for Jack that got taken away from him, but it's a redemption night for him, and it's a great fight. It's an all British clash with a lot of pride at stake.
What was difficult in the negotiation?
Everything, absolutely everything. I'll go more into it at the press conference. Don't want to give too much away, but just everything, absolutely everything. But we are where we are. The fight's now, it's on DAZN, and it's free to the sub. If you're a subscriber, you're having a party.
Was it close to going to Sky Sports?
Everything was on the table. Everything was on the table. My relationship is good with Eddie and Frank Smith, right? Frank Smith, like, to his credit, said to me, Sam, go and see if others will put the fight in. And lo and behold, every single bro, you had interest from TNT, Saudi Arabia, Sky Sports. So listen, to thank you to all those people that that showed interest in the fight. But DAZN had a matching rights clause in the agreement, and they chose to match. And we are where we are. The fight's on live on DAZN.
Sam, just to gauge your thoughts on a couple of other things before I let you go. WBC are looking to bring in an instant replay for AJ and Ngannou. Just obviously, this isn't a fight for the WBC title or anything, but I wonder, would you welcome that for this fight?
No, I don't really want to see any of that. Like, it's like football, VAR. Like, VAR, in my opinion, is ruining football. Just leave it as it is. Leave it as is. The only thing I would change really about boxing is accountability. Like, say if a ref stops a fight and we don't think it's a stoppage, the referee should have to explain why he stopped the fight after the fight, right? Judges, why did you score the fight like that? Everyone should be accountable. That's my opinion about boxing. But no, instant replay is not interested.
The Matchroom versus Queensbury 5v5, people are making their matchmaking fights. What fights do you want to see on that 5v5?
Shabazz Massoud against Liam Davis. I really want to see that fight. Or Shabazz Massoud against Dennis McCann, because I'm a big fan of both. Love Dennis McCann, love Shabazz Massoud. Be a really good fight. Anthony Yard against Callum Smith. Felix Cash against Hamza Shiraz. Pacheco against Zach Parker. God, now you're really pushing it. Have we got one more?
Fisher Dakers?
Great fight. It's two of the boys I signed. But yeah, it's a great fight. Don't see any reason why not.
Good fights indeed. Get your thoughts as well on Joshua as we're ramping up towards AJ versus Ngannou. Look, I've been asking people about this fight, and when it came to the initial fight with Tyson Fury and Fury got sent to the canvas, it also seemed that Fury had real problems with the wingspan of Francis Ngannou, the big long jab. Do you think Joshua might have the same?
I don't know. No, I think Joshua will deal with Francis. I think it will be a one-sided fight in Anthony Joshua's favour. That's just my opinion. Could be wrong, but that's what I believe.
You don't see then Ngannou causing AJ any problems?
Yeah, in the first maybe one or two because of the way he shapes up. But I think once AJ settles, I think he'll deal with him in pretty good fashion.
And on the Fury cut situation, we have the rescheduled date now. I've talked to a number of people, and some have said the cut isn't long enough to heal. Some have said it isn't a problem. Where do you stand on this, sorry?
I'm not a skin specialist, mate. I'm a cut specialist. So if Tyson Fury thinks that's the right date for him, Tyson Fury is 35 years old. He's got big team around him. Like, he's got a Hall of Fame promoter, Frank Warren. I think they know what they're doing. If that's the date they think they're going to be good, that's the date they're going to be good. And I want to see Tyson Fury win that fight, which I believe he will. And then it will set up a huge fight with Anthony Joshua. And before anyone asks, I don't give a fuck where the fight takes place. It can take place on the moon. I just want to see the fight.
Does it make you worry a little bit though, because the eye might be a target?
Everything's a target. Like Usyk's body's going to be a target.
Mm.
It's just that's just we get cuts, but boxers get cuts. That's what happens. It's part of the game.
Finally, Sam, bringing it back to the 27th of April, what happens in the much anticipated rematch between two old rivals?
Jack Catterall win.
Sam, pleasure. Looking forward to seeing the fight. Looking forward to seeing the interactions between everyone as well up on the podiums too.
Yeah, I'll see. Are you coming to Edinburgh?
I was currently scheduled for Manchester. Not sure about Edinburgh just yet.
Okay, mate. But listen, nice speaking to you. I apologise it's took me so long, but I've just been flipping bit caught up with loads of stuff. But nice to speak to you, Eamon. I'll catch up with you next week, mate.
No worries, good man. Appreciate you.
Bye, mate.